ahead.
Hello, my name is Alex. I live in Northridge, California, and I'm here with Jeff Harding. And I'd offered Jeff to do a testimonial. I had a tremendous fear of flying. I was a frequent flyer for years in an industry where I had to fly 75 to 100,000 miles a year. And I flew with impunity and calmness and confidence and never was worried about any flight no matter what. I've skidded off the runways, I've dropped a couple thousand feet in the air in milliseconds, and it never bothered me. And one day I just became phobic on airplanes in a very smooth ride, and for the next 5 or 8 years I started holding airplanes up by the armrests and was quite successful at it. None of them fell out of the sky. But it became a dread in my life. I would dread getting on an airplane even though I had to fly for family reasons or for fun. And I just dreaded it, total fear. And someone suggested to me to look up EFT on my computer. And I did, and I was willing to try it, skeptical but willing. And Jeff was kind enough to return a call. I'd left him a message. He had been in Hawaii on a vacation and spent about 45 minutes on the phone with me, which I thought was incredibly generous. So now I'm even more interested in finding out about this sort of recovery or help for phobias, for anxiety, for stress. And when Jeff did get back to town, we arranged a meeting, and he taught me all about the tapping procedure, left me a lot of information. Prior to that, emailed me the magazine and all the pertinent literature, and I was very grateful for it, but still skeptical. It was a little new wavy for me. It was, another cure-all. And Jeff did show up at my home and was willing to negotiate financial terms. I'm not a wealthy man. And we did that, and he spent 3 hours with me, which very much impressed me. And I learned how to do the tapping system of the EFT. And I wasn't sure that it would work. And I did have a flight coming up cross country. I was concerned, I was worried and nervous and not dreadful. And I continued to tap on this and tap and tap and tap. I must have spent a total of maybe 5 to 7 hours tapping prior to my flight, which was only a few days away from my meeting with Jeff. Jeff came again, I believe it was 2 days before my flight, and we worked on the process again. And I would even have fear walking down the jetway from the airport to the plane, and I had none. It actually worked. Now, for years I've been a meditator. I have been able to meditate on planes prior to this, and it would help somewhat, but I still found myself supporting the plane by holding up the armrests. Oftentimes with my feeling like my heart was in my throat, pounding. I got on this airplane and I flew with impunity, I flew with confidence, I was calm, and it has to be a direct result of this procedure of tapping, the EFT procedure. It worked for me. I can't guarantee it'll work for everybody. And I find myself now, it's only a week removed from that flight, not having that same sense of dread even thinking about flying that I would have in the past. I also find myself in some stressful situations. Nothing off the charts, nothing where I'm gonna, bang my head against the wall, but feelings of anxiety coming up, and I try this process even while I'm driving in a limited way, and I find it very helpful. So if you're thinking about trying this, I highly recommend it, and I believe Jeff is one of the most giving, generous guys I've ever met in my life. What a guy. And I think that's about all I have to say. Thank you.